Clemson University was built on what used to be a thriving cotton plantation that stretched out over 1,300 acres. The plantation was originally owned by John C. Calhoun and his wife Floride from 1825 until John's death in 1850. After Floride's demise in 1866, the plantation and fortune was inherited by Anna Maria Calhoun, wife of Thomas Green, Clemson. Thomas and his wife lived out the rest of their days on the plantation until 1888, when Thomas finally died and left both his fortune and property to the state of South Carolina. In 1960, an African-American student from Charleston, South Carolina, Harvey Bernard Gant, graduated from high school and decided to pursue an architecture degree. Clemson College was the only school in South Carolina that offered a degree in his chosen field. During the time, southern states fought integration with massive resistance, and South Carolina was the last to comply. After attending Iowa State University from 1960 to 1962, he was repeatedly denied admissions into Clemson's architecture program starting in 1961. Eventually, Gant took Clemson to court on charges of discrimination, and in January of 1963, Gant won the lawsuit with help of NAACP lawyer Matthew J. Perry, and was peacefully admitted into the college, making him the first African-American student to attend a formerly all-white school in South Carolina. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in architecture from Clemson with honors in 1965.
Clemson is an old school with a rich history of discrimination, but it is still a problem to this day. Clemson is ranked 1,865 out of 2,718 for diversity in the nation, which is not a good number. Looking at these charts, we can see how Clemson got ranked so low. Faculty and undergraduate students are mostly white, with about 20% of each being other ethnicities. Additionally, according to the newspaper The State, Clemson, quote, has the smallest share of African American students of any public four-year South Carolina college, end quote. This is sad that even in the 21st century, after all the years of fighting discrimination and racial inequality, we see this in a top 25 public university, ranked by the U.S. News. We are turning our backs on the history of our college and not learning from it. I can honestly say I didn't know much about Clemson's history. I should have known much more since I'm going here. Yet, it shouldn't be something hidden in a dark corner and forgotten. It should be shown to the world and learned from. Our community has neglected and ignored our history for too long, but we should start paying more attention to it.